Well, tonight we hear from an award-winning Oxford dance teacher who lost her leg to diabetes just last year, but certainly has not let the loss get in the way of her passion. Lynette McIntyre has been a dance teacher for more than half of her life and says she was put on this earth to dance and to teach. But last summer, she received news from her doctor she would lose her leg to diabetes.
She said that the bone in my foot was of the consistency of sand. The hardest part was coming back from that appointment on Monday and calling Melissa, who's the artistic director of this studio, and telling her that she's going to have to find a new tap teacher because I'm going to have my leg amputated.
But Melissa didn't take the news the same way Lynette did. She wanted her to continue to follow her passion.
It was a no-brainer. I mean, she teaches dance and she's got it in her soul, and she's done a great job in a boot or a cast or whatever she had on last year, and I said, you can do this. You taught with half of a leg already, so there's no big deal. We'll get through this, we'll figure it out.
With the support of the dance studio, her family, and her friends, Lynette knew she had to get back on her feet as soon as possible.
She said I could keep my classes. That was my go-ahead. I was like, let's get this thing off as soon as possible. And we had the amputation July 8th. I was at Fairlawn Rehab 2 days later. I got up out of bed, used the walker.
By November, she got a special prosthetic made for dancing and was back to teaching her classes.
Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8.
She says when it's time for her students to move on, she wants them to leave with more than just dance skills.
Maybe they can look back on something that they learned in the dance studio, other than point your toe. Wait a minute, I had a tap dancer teacher who lost one of her legs, but it didn't stop her from doing what she wants to do.
Well, Lynette has overcome so many things without having her leg, but her latest accomplishments include receiving a choreographer's award, and this Saturday, she and her students will perform a dance at Fairlawn Rehab.